Chairman Derek Sale will come and talk to us about the upcoming marathon weekend, next weekend.
Thank you for waiting until I sat down, too.
Of course.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I love them being there. You get this great response. It's wonderful. There you go. Thank you. I want to draw quickly your attention to the insert into the bulletin. We've added some information since 2 weeks ago, and I've highlighted some shifts where we need volunteers, as well as the days and the times. And I'm taking the first shift at Cobo. It'll be my smiling face setting up the booth. We've printed everything this weekend. It is coming. And so we're going to have more signage and more handouts than we ever had before, including vouchers for the concession tent. So the first 250 smiling faces who enter Cobo will receive some free food from us on Sunday if they come and present their coupon. But I also have this sign-up sheet, and then we can talk more in the church house. But I want to share just a quick story. I promise it's quick. Yesterday I went to a all-day workshop, professional development from 9 to 3, and the whole way there I was like, why did I do this? You know, it's Saturday, it's beautiful out. Can I just call and say my back hurt? Can I leave halfway through and say my son has a soccer game, which he did? No, I can't do that. So I get in, and my boss is there, the supervisor from downtown who holds the power of firing me on the spot. And she wasn't smiling either. Oh, great, this is not good. Turns on the electronic clock and says, you have 3 minutes to sign in, otherwise you forfeit the ability to be here. I'm like, on a Saturday? Are you kidding me? You go in the room and they say, hi, what school are you from? I'm from Gompers. Okay, well, you have to sit at that round table with no one else, and you're going to like it. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm sitting there by myself. Everybody else has a table, and I'm sitting there by myself going, why am I here? The lady who is running it, a very nice young lady, brings me a bottle of water, sits down in front of me and says, good morning. Really? A bottle of water? I don't even get coffee for coming at 9 in the morning? Maybe a glazed donut. I'm not even looking for the chocolate icing. Just give me some sugar boost. But as I sit there and I see the water, and it's not covered with condensation at the moment, but it was yesterday, I thought to myself, you know, that bottle of water had to be purchased, carried to a refrigerator. It wasn't that cold overnight in someone's trunk. I mean, they had to put it in the fridge and then bring it back to me and give it to me. That took some real forethought and effort. Maybe that bottle of water is a sign that maybe this day isn't as grumpy as I thought it's going to be. And it was a watershed moment. I looked at that bottle of water. Now, I will admit, the coffee and donuts came 5 minutes later. I will say that. But it turned out to be the best professional development experience that I went through in 16 years of my career. By having something change my experience. And I thought this morning about what to say, and I could say, well, this is what we're going to do, and we're going to walk through it as I read it to you. No, we're not going to do that. Instead, I really think this bottle of water, my experience yesterday, symbolizes what is going to happen here next weekend. We're going to have several tens of thousands runners who have been training for a very long time, run an extremely long race or a short race. But when I ran a short race, it was extremely long for me. And we're going to have spectators who are getting up at 5 in the morning and are grumpy because yes, they love John and Sue, and yes, we're going to come see them run, but couldn't they start at 10 in the morning, something civil? It is what it is. We're not going to hand them a bottle of water, but when our doors are open, I believe that the experience I had yesterday is going to be similar to what the experience the runners and the spectators will have next week with your help. By being a greeter at the door with a smile, a handshake, and simple words such as come in, welcome to 4th Street. Sit down, listen, because we'll have beautiful music all day long, and enjoy the beautiful surroundings. I believe it'll be a watershed moment for our guests in the community. And this is something that you have the power to do now. You have all 3 things in your possession as you sit there. A smile. I've seen it. You laughed at my jokes. They were corny, but you laughed. A handshake. And welcome words that you showed at the passing of the peace. So you are in possession of precious tools that are needed next week. These are acts, such as the sermon said, that we do on faith. Now, these visitors in our community have been on a long and toilsome journey, are weary and in seek of rest. Our journey is not long. Our journey is one of faith and action, and it is a journey in God. We do not tire, and we are not weary. But that is through simple action, a way we can demonstrate our actions through faith next week. I look forward to being here. It is a blast, it's fun, and I want to leave you with one parting thought. John and Sue's friends are waking up at 5 in the morning and driving here. Each one of you is welcome to spend the night and get up here at 5. It's like living downtown, the sign on the side of the apartment building. If you lived here, you could be home right now. I love that sign. If any of you are interested in coming down, contact me. If you don't have a cot or a sleeping bag or an inflatable air mattress, I do. I'll loan you one. It is not a problem. But at 5:30, we're up, it's energetic, there's music blaring outside, we have beautiful music inside. And I invite you, through the power of the pastor in the session, charge you, and I challenge you to join us next week in this journey of faith through action. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Derek. It is a lot of fun, and it is a wonderful way to connect with our community. And I promise Derek that if enough people come at 10 o'clock, I'll read bedtime stories.
I told Henry that.
Okay, good.
He's coming early.
Okay, good enough.